Hello everyone, my name is Elle and today I thought that we could get ready together. So I have a very different look in mind than my last Get Ready With Me, which was a very soft, angelic look inspired by vintage Christmas angels. It's just very youthful and I really want to dig out silvers now. I really want to be very gray and very cool toned, and I have a lipstick that I really want to use. I have a few products that I'm really excited to play with, and a few things I've never tried before. The brand Naturale actually sent me a few things to play with, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to do so. I only have a couple things on my face right now. I even painted my nails silver to go with my inspiration, my mood. So I just primed my face with the Fenty Beauty primer because I really want a matte face because I want everything else to be shimmery. Just a vision that I have, and I painted on my brows pretty intensely because that's just what I was feeling, but I wanted to sort of try and clean them up a little bit with concealer. It didn't quite go the way I intended, but that's how it goes sometimes. So the first thing I have here, I've only swatched these products from Au Naturale. I haven't used them yet. I was going to do a whole test thing and then kind of report back, but I like first impressions. They're just something that I really enjoy watching and I enjoy doing, so I thought that I would do some first impressions. So they offered to send me like a package, or I could choose a couple of products myself. So I chose a couple of products, and the first thing that I chose is a color corrector. I chose a green color corrector. This is Sweet Basil. It says Color Theory Creme Corrector, complement your skin. So this brand, Au Naturale, is very, very green. Even on the side of the box that this color corrector came in, it says that there are no animal byproducts, synthetic preservatives, nanoparticles, gluten, parabens, fillers, dyes, or toxins. This brand is as green, as vegan, as cruelty-free as you can possibly get. So I'm really excited to try this green color corrector out. Now, when I first swatched it, I noticed that it's very, very light. It's a very light green. I can't see this working for people who have really intense redness because it's such a light green. And it's a twist up packaging, which is interesting because the last one I used was a pot green concealer. So I have not tried this yet. I'm gonna try just scribbling it on. I think on the box it says to play artist by applying directly from the stick or with our cruelty-free concealer brush. So I normally go in with a brush when I'm applying any concealer. So it's hard to say how this is going to cover until I put foundation on top of it. It's usually a bad sign if I can see the redness still peeking through. So I have a few spots on my face that are fairly red, so I'm going to just kind of scribble over them and just see. It seems to cover pretty well, just like stick form. I don't even know if it needs to be blended in with a concealer brush, but I'm going to do it anyway. I really hope this works for me because I've been hunting for a green color corrector for a long time. Next, I want to do a little bit of color correcting under the eyes. I just picked up another one of my Becca under eye correctors. This is one of my favorite products. I've gone through a couple of these guys right now. How beautiful this is. Brand new. Brand new and untouched until now. I love this stuff. This just works so well for me in terms of correcting that discoloration under the eyes, and it just brightens everything up. It's a product that I keep going back to now. It's like, you know what, I tried a couple other things thinking that I would find maybe something that worked better for me. No. This is one of the few products I feel like I will continually repurchase. So I've got a little bit of color correcting. I've got the green for the redness, and I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation because I really like this and it's really intense and I really want a matte look. I hate this packaging though. It's so messy. So I tend to go overboard with this foundation because I like it so much, but you really don't need a lot, but I'm trying to just dot it on. This packaging is so frustrating. I gotta clean it because it just gets so dirty so easily. So I'm just gonna use a foundation brush. I need to clean my brushes, but I'm almost out of my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner and it's out of stock on the Sephora website. So I'm really sad. I probably shouldn't have used the matte primer too, but oh well. I always get foundation in my hair. Always, always. I'm going to use a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Skin concealer just to brighten up even further. Alright, so far so good. I'm going to let the foundation settle in a little bit because it's a little intense. I think I probably used a little bit too much. But I picked up this lipstick from Sephora. This is one of their new lipsticks. It's the #LipStories lipstick, and this is Just Add Tinsel. And you guessed it, it's a deep gray lipstick. So I'm going to do my makeup in a different order because I really want to wear this lipstick, but I want everything to go together. So this is a really cool lipstick. It's very moisturizing. It feels really good on the lips. It feels almost more like a lip balm, but it's so pigmented. So I'm very impressed with this lipstick so far. The reason why I put my lipstick on first, which is something you don't often see a lot of when you're watching YouTube videos, it's actually a trick that I learned from a couple of makeup artists from books, and I think maybe a few in videos as well, because I love to research makeup as much as I possibly can. I'm just so interested in it. And one of the things that stood out to me was about doing your makeup in a different order. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might have even been in a magazine. And I know it was one of the big makeup artists, like one of the ones who's behind a brand. I can't remember who it was for the life of me. But I remember this makeup artist talking about the order you do your makeup in and how it can affect the final outcome. So if you were to put your lipstick on before other things, it would affect it. If you do your eyebrows first, if you do your eyes first, if you do whatever portion of your face first, it will change just how heavy-handed you are in other areas. So I really wanted to see what I could come up with having done my lipstick first. So I'm going to go to the eyes before I tackle the rest of the face, and I have a cream eyeshadow from Naturale, and this is the Creme de la Creme shadow. Smooth hues is what they say, and this is silver lining, so it's a silver. The box has the same general information as the color corrector, but it says it can be used as a standalone eyeshadow, an eyeliner, or a brow filler. Now, I assume for a brow filler it would be for more of like a matte brownish shadow. I can't imagine trying to use this as a brow filler, but hey, maybe if you had silver hair, you could use this to fill in your brows. That would be cool. Colored brow products, I know there's a few of them coming out in the future. I'm really excited for them. So it says to apply straight from the stick with clean fingers or with a brush. So I'm going to attempt a brush, I think. I'm not really a finger person, so I feel like with my finger this will be really, really soft. I'm not a very soft shadow person, so I do have this brush in front of me. This is actually a Mayron like artist brush I got in the special effects kit, but this might work very well at applying. I don't think I want to do anything too crazy. Like I said, I want everything to go together with the lip. I want the whole look to go together, and I don't really want one thing to shine above another, because if I was just going to have the lip be the focus, I would probably do nothing on the eyes at all and just keep the eyes totally bare, or maybe just put on like a really huge pair of false eyelashes, and just so that the lip was a center. But I just kind of want it to be almost monochromatic. I want it to look cohesive. I don't know if my vision is going to come true. I was hoping that this would be shimmery, and when I swatched it, it looks shimmery, but now that I'm applying it with this brush, it's definitely more just straight up gray, which is not bad, but it's something that I would use more as a layering thing than I would as a standalone shadow. But I do think it works really well with the lip color. Like, they seem very, very close in color. When I swatched it, it looked more silver, this cream shadow. So I think the biggest problem I'm having here is that I'm still used to more drama. So I'm going to take a little bit of a silver eyeshadow. This is from the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. It's the shade here called Shellshock just the best silver eyeshadow I've ever used. I'm just picking it up on a super fluffy brush. I'm not putting it all over the cream shadow. I'm actually running it more through the crease and on the upper portion of the cream shadow. So I ultimately decided to layer the shadow all on top of it. I actually ended up hitting pan on the shadow, so surprise pan porn. So that's just a neat little bonus. So I have one more product from Au Naturale, and that's an eyeliner. And this is a green eyeliner. This is the eye pencil in Meadow. It's the Swipe On Essential Eye Pencil. So it says that it can be used for precise application or for a seductive smudge. And I just realized that there's actually a smudge thing on the other side, which is really cool. I like to do a smudgy line sometimes, and this just looks like it has a perfect little point on it. I don't know if I'm going to do a smudgy thing for this look, but maybe. This eyeliner, so I swatched it and it just has a beautiful reflect to it. Like, it's just not straight up green, although I'd be okay with that. It's just absolutely beautiful. I've really been into greens and cooler things in general, so I'm having a bit of a hard time with the eyeliner. It's not sticking to my waterline. No matter how hard I try, I can't get it to stick to my waterline, so that's a little bit disappointing. It just didn't do a whole lot, so again, that's very disappointing to me. I was hoping for a really vibrant green on my eye, and I just really can't tell the difference between that and a black eyeliner. I'm not even sure if I feel false eyelashes with this look anymore. I was thinking about it, but now I'm changing my mind. Maybe mascara will do. Alright, so I'm going to finish up my face here. I'm going to use my Burberry contour powder. Some more pan there. This is a really great contour powder, so I've been thinking more about the Au Naturale stuff. I really like the color corrector. The shadow stick thing was okay, but it's just not my personal preference. It's not the kind of product that I like using. Like, I'd use it as a base, but an eyeliner or something else would work just fine. And it's $24 US, so that's just over $30 Canadian, so that's pretty expensive. My favorite thing to use as a base is the Tarte eyeliners, which are $25 Canadian. And of course, ordering through the Au Naturale website would mean I'd have to pay duties. Or taxes or fees or whatever it is if I went over a certain amount, which is going to be pretty easy because everything is around like the $20 price range. Like, it's between like 20 and it seems like $40-ish, excluding packages. And so it wouldn't take long to go over that. And I checked the shipping cost on the site, and it's $10 US to ship. $45 if you want like the crazy priority shipping, which is nuts. I can't imagine spending $45 on shipping. I'm using this Becca highlighter, Prismatic Amethyst. I thought this would complement the look well. I like it, but I think it's not the Au Naturale stuff that I like, except for the color corrector, because the eyeliner was just so lackluster. Like, it swatched so beautifully, but on my eyes, it just was not great. And the shadow thing, just like I said before, is not my cup of tea. I don't tend to use cream shadows. I'm not a natural person when it comes to makeup. I tend to go pretty hard, and the odds of me using that on its own is like slim to none. Some of the other shades on there looked really pretty, but I am not the kind of person to do those kind of looks anyway, so it's not my thing. I am definitely a powder person, like a pressed powder person. I'm not a cream person in many senses, so I'm using this my Anastasia Blush Quad. Do a little bit of light blushing, nothing too crazy. I feel like the look is missing something. Maybe glitter would make everything better. It's just not, it doesn't have that pow. The lipstick is starting to wear off as well, which is disappointing. I think it's because it's so moisturizing, but it's not like a color I don't think that I'd want to wear out, just based on how much it's wearing around here from where I've been talking. Not a good sign. Something that's pretty, but doesn't seem to be very long wearing, considering I haven't even had it on for very long. I do have my silver eyeliner from Urban Decay. This is Glam Rock. I use this all the time. Probably way too much. Because I love glitter. See, like this is the kind of shimmer I want. Maybe it's just my makeup style. If I was a natural person, I'd probably like the more toned down vibe of Au Naturale. That's just what it seems like. It seems like it's a very relaxed brand. It kind of reminds me of Tarte in a way, or like Tarte before it kind of went crazy with some of the more like natural products. That's sort of what it reminds me of, and just I think almost the target audience I feel like would be like those earlier Tarte customers. But I'm like an Urban Decay girl through and through. I like my drama, so I'm just putting a ton of this glitter liner on my inner corner because I am not happy with the look. I like that I didn't do lashes though. I've become pretty dependent on them. I just throw them on with everything. I'm gonna throw on a little bit more mascara. Throw it on. Sometimes I hate the terms I use, but they're just ingrained in me. I guarantee it, if I threw on a large pair of lashes, this look would look incredible instead of just kind of like wah wah. But I like it for what it is. I managed to get my very silver look. It doesn't have the pow that I thought it was going to have. Just all in all, I thought that there'd be more pow. I thought the shadow would be like shinier. I thought the lips would be a little bit shinier. So it's kind of a little bit of a lackluster experience for me, but I am very grateful to Au Naturale for contacting me and for sending me some products to try. It's always really cool when that happens, when brands reach out and they want to send me stuff to try out, and just sometimes the products aren't going to work. And it's not that the products were bad, it's just not my thing. So I will definitely keep using these products, and definitely the green color corrector, and I will let you know how that goes. I haven't done a full day wear test with that yet, so that's my plan. The other products, I don't know how often I'm going to use them. The eyeliner, while pretty, just wasn't green enough. Maybe I could use that as a base as well. If I scribbled it all over my lid, smudged it out, and then layered green on top of it, it would probably be really nice. And then the silver shadow stick probably will only be good for silver shadow, but I'm willing to try it with other things as well. So anyway, that was just my pretty casual get ready with me. I feel very alien-esque right now. Very Xenon for some reason. I don't know why that's what I go to. I think it's because she had that little like silver cardigan thing, which is what I would love to have right now. I would love to have that. I feel like that would amp up the look. Maybe it's a bunch of things that aren't working well, but anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I've had a lot of fun doing these get ready with me's. I've tried to throw in a few more than I normally do just to kind of test the waters and see what you guys think. So if you like these style of videos, make sure to let me know. And if you have any requests or recommendations for me, always let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and I love trying to improve whenever it's possible for me to do so. I am planning to do a palette bingo pretty soon. It's pretty high on my list. I definitely want to do that. But for other get ready with me's, look type videos or tutorials or anything, just let me know because I would like to do more of them, but only if you guys want to see them. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me once again, and I hope I will get to chat with you soon. Bye for now.